Dear students, welcome to class 6. I am Anuradha Roy, your computer teacher. Children, in the previous class, you learned the basics of computer. Through today's lesson, you will be able to understand how we can communicate with computers. So, today I will discuss computer language with you. Aims and objectives of this lesson are to understand computer language, to know basic concepts of computer language, and know the categories of computer languages. At the end of the class, the student will be able to understand and explain what computer language is, know some basic concepts of computer language, their categories, along with their unique features. And we will revise some important points discussed in the lesson. Now, we come to the introduction of computer language. To communicate with a computer, we need a language that a computer understands. We must understand that computers are electronic machines. They don't understand human language. So, it has to be given instructions by a person to perform any action in a language it understands. Here, we will discuss some basic concepts of computer language. It will help us understand computer languages better. These concepts are: program is a set of instructions that a computer understands. Programming is the process of writing specific instructions in a computer language. Programmer is the person who writes specific instructions in a particular computer language. Syntax is the rule governing the formation of statements in a programming language. With the passage of time, the development of computer languages has been taking place in stages. They have been classified into machine language, assembly language, high level language, fourth generation language. Now, we will discuss machine language. Machine language is written in 0 and 1 or binary form. 0 means off state and 1 means on state. Also called first generation language. It is the only language that a computer understands. So, we see that as a computer understands only machine language, all programming languages have to be converted into machine language for the computer to understand. The merits and demerits of machine language are: merits, very high speed, low memory utilization. Demerits, writing programs in 0 and 1 form is very difficult. It is time consuming, it is extremely machine dependent, so very few experts in machine language regarded as low level language. As machine language directly communicates with the computer, its speed is very high and it uses minimum memory space. Writing programs in this language is very difficult to program. Now we will discuss assembly language. Assembly language uses symbols in place of binary numbers 0 and 1, called second generation language. It is easier to work with than machine language. Merits: better understood than machine language. Demerits: it is time consuming, it is machine dependent, so it is regarded as low level language. The second stage of development of computer language is assembly language. It uses symbolic codes like add instead of using zeros and ones, so it is easier to work with than machine language. Now we need to know something more about assembly language. Assembly language translator programs are known as assemblers. Assemblers convert assembly language programs into machine language. Source program is a program written in assembly language. Object program is a program converted into machine language by the assembler. To summarize, computers can't understand assembly language directly. So, translator programs called assemblers convert an assembly language program into machine language. In the diagram, we see that the program written in assembly language is the source program, and the program which is converted into machine language by an assembler is known as object program. Now we come to high level language. High level language is simple and user friendly. It is machine independent. It uses English words and mathematical operators. It is converted into machine language by interpreters and compilers. It is known as third generation language. C, C++, Java are examples of high level language. The limitations in using machine and assembly languages prompted people to develop a language which is simple and user friendly. As it is simple and user friendly, so a large number of people started writing computer programs using this language. That is why it is known as high level language. In the diagram, we see that programs written in high level language is converted into machine language by translators known as interpreters and compilers. Here we will discuss about interpreters and compilers. First, we will see how interpreters work. It converts high-level language into machine language, translates line by line, executes instructions and repeats procedure for remaining instructions. Errors found have to be immediately removed. As interpreters translate programs line by line, it takes more time. So, execution speed is slow. Now we will see how compilers work. It converts high-level language into machine language. It translates the whole program at once. Generates program output along with a list of errors. As compilers translate program at once, it takes less time. So it has very fast execution. Here we will discuss about fourth generation language. It is closer to human language than any other high-level language. Now, features of fourth generation language. It is highly user-friendly, independent of any operating system, very high speed of execution, reduces level of programming efforts, minimum user skills required to obtain information. It has an application development tool. So, from the above features, we see that its most important feature is that it has an application development tool to develop software. It can run on any operating system. In conclusion, we see that we communicate with a computer through a language that it understands. Computers understand only machine language. Assemblers convert assembly language into machine language. High-level language is converted into machine language by interpreters and compilers. Fourth generation language, closest to human language, used to develop powerful software. In our next class, we will discuss interesting facts relating to computer language and also solve objective problems from this chapter. Thank you.